So for the agenda, I will going to share how to monitor our node and how to get alerts, and I will talk about how to back up our data. So I think there are two kinds of metrics that we would like to monitor. So because EOS is a process that runs on the Linux system. So first, there are some general system and network metrics that we would like to collect. And the second kind is that we would like to collect some EOS specific metrics. So first is the general metrics, and I won't talk about much here because you can just search a lot of information on the internet, and these are some just some general metrics that you would like to monitor. It's about the system load, the CPU utilization, the memory usage, the disk capacity, the disk I/O, the network, and the system time, and something else. And these metrics are important. For example, the disk I/O. During the launch of the EOS, we found one of our test node. It cannot catch up the head block. And after some investigation, we found that there is a limitation of the disk I/O per second. And when we expand the limitation, and then it can work okay. This is a dashboard that we built upon the great open source project Grafana. So we use this dashboard to analyze the metrics that we get. And also we use this tool to trigger some alerts when there is something wrong based on the rules that we configured. Okay, I will talk about some EOS specific metrics that you may would like to collect. So first, I think the most important is that you should know that if your node is catching up the head. So there are three metrics that can tell you about this. It's the head block number, the LIB number, and the head block time. And you can get the three metrics from the RPC endpoint of your node. This is the API from EOS Beijing, and you will monitor your own endpoint. And also, you are going to monitor the number of peers that your node is connected. It's because there is a limit every node, every peer that is set to accept. So even you configure a lot of peers in your configuration, but actually maybe you can just your connection won't be accepted. So you need to monitor how many peers that you successfully connected, because if you only connect to one or two peers, and when they are done, then your node cannot receive new data, and your node will also down. And also, I think you will also to pay attention to the latency between you and others, because when the latency is high, it means that there is something wrong between you and others, and it may cause some problems. So you need to watch the latency in the logs, and a few hundred microseconds is okay, but if it's increased to about maybe several seconds, 5 seconds, and then there is a problem. For the app developers who provide their their own for nodes and the API endpoints, I think the most important is that what is the API response time from your end user. So you need to know what the target user of your app is located, and you have to provide more you have to provide a good response to those users that you care about. So the response time is different in different locations, and also maybe different in different time range, because you may have a lot of connections, maybe in the daytime or in the nighttime. This is a picture. I did some tests in China to from the different provinces in China to connect to an endpoint, and you can see some areas are marked as red. That means it gets a very high response time. And if your end users are located there, then you need to pay attention. So it's great. We are distributed, and we have a lot of endpoints all around the world. So you can just choose the node that is near your end user. Okay. Is it okay? Because I cannot see my video. I can just see my okay. So for the alert, I think you have to have at least 2 levels of the alerts. The first one is important. You must have a phone call when there is something emergency, so it can wake you up to handle something emergency. And the next level is whatever you want. So you can use Telegram, you can use SMS, you can use email or WeChat. It depends on you. And how we monitor this data. So there are 3 ways. So the first way is that you can just write some custom scripts and to call some APIs. And the second way is to use some great open source project like Prometheus plus Grafana, or the Telegraph plus InfluxDB plus Grafana, or something else. And also, if you don't have the skill set, or if you don't want to take a lot of time to do these things, you can just buy some commercial products like New Relic or Datadog. So the last thing I would like to talk about is the backup, because these days I heard a lot of friends that they get their node crashed, and they would have to take a few hours to replay their data to get back to service. So I would suggest that you can have a backup system, and you can backup your data maybe every 1 hour or every 2 hours. And the third is more technical specific, that I see a lot of people to compress their data that without the S parameter. So it would be good that you add the S parameter. It can handle the sparse file great. If you miss this parameter, it will take a lot of disk capacity of your system. Okay.
So you're done?
Yeah. I
Finished?
just finished.
Nice. Thank you, Ellen. It was a very informative presentation, indeed.
Yeah,
So
sorry about my poor English. So
no. It's not a problem, never. Yeah. So okay, from now on, we're gonna take some questions the from the audience. And do you have any questions? Okay, I'm gonna go first. What is, like, from your experience, what is the hardest part of running a node?
I think it's 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 the unsure things that you will get.
Mm-hmm.
So from the start of the launch and till now, and we have some problems that you met, and you have to take time to solve these problems. And not everyone that runs the node is familiar with the code of the EOS. So for those people, they have to get some guidance from other more experienced BPs or from Block One, and they need to keep themselves in to just keep themselves can be informed about the problems very quickly. So they have to join the community to keep an eye on that.
Mm-hmm. Okay, that's what we do, right? Block producers. Yeah.
Yeah.
Nice. So we have one question from Ross. Is there would it be okay to share your slide for other BPs?
But yeah, I can share my slides to others.
Okay.
I have
Very cool.
I will leave my email. I will leave my email and Telegram in the chat, so you can connect me.
Awesome. Oh, he meant the software.
The software is actually open source, and you can just use it. Yeah, I will type here. The dashboard you say is called Grafana.
Dimitri. Oh, okay. So you can use it.
Yeah, it's not it's not only one open source project that can meet your requirements. You have to just use several to put them together and to build all the things. Yeah.
Okay, so yeah, we have 2 more minutes left. Do you have anything to say to, like, token holders?
Our team is these days we will have a great, I think it's a great game we are working on, and it will be released soon. It's called Panda Farm. So you raise pandas, and the pandas can fight with each other, and also there are some other features of the game, and it will be released several days later. And I hope you can just play it, and yeah, we can all play it.
Oh, that's super interesting. Panda Farm, huh?
Yeah, it's
Yeah,
based
when is it
on
gonna
EOS.
be? When is it gonna be released?
I will send you. I will send you the link.
Sure. And are they, like, the graphics are cute?
Yeah, I've
Oh.
sent the link to the chat room.
Dimitri is demanding some pandas.
Yeah.
Go for the game, Dimitri.
I have no right to do this because it has all been set up to the contract, you know.
Okay.
We cannot
Yeah.
change the contract.